y'all, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing some much needed styling and decorating my home. So as you know, in my past few videos I've done a few hauls, whether that's from actual stores or the thrift store, and it is time to get these things styled in my home. So come along with me today as we get my house a little bit more ready for spring. So I have been shopping a lot lately on Facebook Marketplace, and I just get on there about every day just to see what is new in my area. And I've actually been able to find some really good pieces lately that have been amazing prices and I'm very excited about. So let me show you the first thing. Okay, so I found this picture frame. Honestly, it was months ago, but I purchased it and it was white and I didn't really love it. So I just hung it up in the garage and just kind of let it sit. And then I went back a few months ago and spray painted it and still didn't love it. And so the other day, I was, just going through my decor piles and I saw it. I'm like, okay, I've got to do something with this frame now. So I just got some rub and buff. It's just antique gold rub and buff, and I rub and buffed the entire frame. It's got this beautiful detailing and it did come with glass, but all I did was I took out the picture that was already there and I put in this picture, which you can download from Etsy. I'll have a link down below. I actually have the same picture in my laundry room. I just really love it. So I'm adding it again. And so I just had that printed at Walgreens, and then I just put the picture in, and then I put the glass on the back and taped that in. That way it would like have a flat surface. And then to get rid of the glossy finish from the picture, just being printed at Walgreens as a poster, I just used a Mod Podge, and I Mod Podged the heck out of this picture just to help get rid of the glossiness and kind of help it look more like a painting. So if I can get the light right, it's such a gloomy day here. But yeah, it just kind of helps get rid of the gloss and makes it look a little bit more like, an actual antique piece. I'm going to go put this over here above my chair. Super pretty. And this is actually a frame that I DIY'd with baseboard and wooden trim pieces from Lowe's, and I can leave a link to that below. But yeah, I think that looks really cool, and I just kind of wanted to add more over here. I'd love to find like another small gold frame to put here, but I really want to find more like intricate frames like this, just because I think they look, they're just so pretty and vintage, and I love that. So now another thing to do over here, I purchased this table from TJ Maxx in November, December. It was right before Christmas, and I think it's great and I loved it. But then whenever we added the wooden ceiling to the living room, I just felt that it was very heavy in this corner because there was just a lot of dark going on with, we've got the chocolatey brown drapes, and I've got these Roman shades and the darker chair, and then with like the wooden table, I just felt it was too much. So let me show you what I got. So there's nothing wrong with this, but I just think it could look better. But I found this black table on Marketplace for $25, and I do need to have my husband level it for me, but it's okay for now. But I think that just looks so much better. I need to put some new greenery in here. I don't really have that much spring greenery, so maybe we'll go get some more greenery, but I think that looks much better.
I am just adding in these little Cosmo stems from Hobby Lobby. They're 40% off every other week or so, so definitely go check them out whenever the floral is on sale. I like to have a wide variety of florals to choose from, and I think the wispiness of these little cosmos are helping keep this area on the more casual side, just with all of the art and then the more traditional furniture and whatnot. I just kind of wanted to balance out that look. I am always refreshing my piano area, and I think I've found the look that I really love. I've had these frames on my piano for years now, like literally 4.5 years, and I think I'd like to change the art in them. I just haven't decided what I want to switch them to. But I'm gonna layer these frames, and then I'm adding in some small books that I had and top them with this little vintage candle holder that I had found antiquing a few years ago. And then I stacked 2 more larger design books on the other side to give the piano more height, and I added that ginger jar that I found at Home Goods a few weeks ago on top.
So I got these at Hobby Lobby a few weeks ago, and I've been playing around with them, and I like them, but I don't love these little green leaves on them. I feel like it just makes them look a little bit too fake. Like, I mean, obviously they're fake, but I don't love that. So I'm just gonna go through and pluck all of these off once I have them in the vase. But I think this is like super pretty, and I think these were like $10 a piece with the 40% off, but like they're huge. And I've bent the stems over a good bit just so they fit in that vase. But yeah, I think they're really pretty, but these have to go. And I kind of wanted to do something like splaying over, so that's kind of how I'm gonna kind of already kind of been trying to train them. Yeah. I need to sit up a little bit more though. And the whole thing with doing florals is manipulating them so they do what you want. So just bend them how you want them to lay. And it's just not, they're not it. Oops. I don't think anybody's gonna miss this. Should have saved this job for my kids. They would have loved it. Since this is kind of what they try to do to my stuff all the time anyways. That already looks so much more, looks so much better. A few more back here. Ready. One more hiding. Okay, so I had done some Hobby Lobby floral shopping, and I think I found the best of the best. So I got those like cherry blossom looking ones that I put over there in the piano. And I also got these beautiful like small hydrangea blooms, but they're like huge stems. So this is 2 stems, and with the 40% off, they're like $10 a piece, and they're like 3 feet long. Like they are huge. But I'm going to switch out what I've got up here in this vase. I think that's gonna look really pretty up there. But I think these are just gorgeous. So if you're looking for some beautiful spring florals, I definitely recommend these. And what I love about like having the taller stems is you can really, you know, they've got so many offshoots, okay? So you can really like manipulate them to do what you want to do. That way, like when you put them up there, they're not just, you know, sticking straight up. You know, we can really work on styling and making these florals look realistic and make them look beautiful and intentional the way we style them. So that's just something I like to do, is I like to bend my stems. And so, you know, I've still got like 1.5 feet of length here. I don't want to cut anything because, you know, what if we do something different next year? What if I find like a tall basket to put these in or something? I don't want to cut any length off. So again, I'm just going to, and these ones are really hard to bend. Okay. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna bend the heck out of them. I'm gonna do this off camera because it's not very attractive. But just bend the heck out of them, and then we're just gonna like put them into our vase.
I don't know about y'all, but I really find so much happiness in working on my home and really kind of creating this wonderful, comfortable, inviting space for my family and friends who come over. I think there's something to be said for women who, you know, are homemakers and spend the majority of their time at home and spend that time cleaning, cooking, and just working on the house to create this environment that our families want to come home to. It is definitely no easy task, and if you are someone who also works outside of the home, don't feel that I'm excluding you. This is what I am doing in my current stage of life, is I stay home, and you know, during the few hours that all of my children are at school for a little bit, I get to have a little bit of alone and creative time. But for the most part, I am a homemaker. I'm keeping kids fed, I'm doing chores, we're doing laundry. There's just so much to do, and I do hope though that my videos inspire you to really create this beautiful home for yourself and your families.
So another thing I love doing is doing seasonal prints. And so here's a frame I just grabbed off the shelf, and I had this beautiful little mistletoe in it from Christmas, and there's my fall one. And then here's the little spring photo I have. So I'm just going to use the same one. This year. I think it's fine. It looks very pretty and very springish. So I'm just going to move that to the front. And this is the best part about just doing easy printables from Etsy or just different print shops, is you can switch it out seasonally as you wish, and they're just a great way to decorate on a budget. So all better, love that. So yeah, and there's this one. You know, of course, maybe I'll switch these up as the season goes on, but for now, I'm fine with them. So just a super easy and affordable way to decorate. Alright, so I shared with you guys these really beautiful little saucers I found for 50 cents a piece, and I cleaned them up, and they are Federalist ironstone. So I'm really upset with myself. There are so many things I wish I would have gotten on this trip, but they had, it might have been like the dinner or the salad plates of these, but like I looked them up on eBay and they're like $80 for a set of 6. I'm like, I could have gotten them for 50 cents a piece. So I'm kind of like, just kind of irritated with myself, but I mean, oh well, maybe I didn't need them. But I've got them all cleaned up and I'm just going to stack them in my plates. And I just have IKEA plates back here, which I would love to, like, that's kind of like what's on my list, is to phase those out. This is what we used to use as our everyday plates, and they're like super scratched up. They're just not, and they're kind of chipped. So they just kind of need to go, honestly. But I want to find something quality to replace them with. So I'm just going to stack those on there. I also found these. I shared about them, I think, in one of my last videos. I hope so. But I found these Wedgwood little cups. They're really pretty little fluted cream colored cups. And I just put them up here. I don't necessarily know what I want to do with them yet, but you know, this is kind of like where I like to, this is really my only decorating area, I feel like, because we don't have very many like horizontal spaces in the house, which that will be changing soon. But, and actually this weekend we are going to start on the doors. I'm very excited. So we will have some vlog footage of redoing this area, adding in doors, and like finishing out this project. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm like, you know, there's paint spots that I need to touch up, but we just kind of put a total halt on this project last year or so, over a year ago. But anyways, it's coming. So, and I think having the glass doors on here will help not make this area feel so busy. Like, I feel like it's super busy compared to the rest of the house, because the rest of the house is just fairly blank at the moment. But you know, that's coming with time. And another thing I'm working on, and I'm just waiting for the hardware to come in, is some plate hooks. I used to have a plate wall in our old house. I think I've told you all about that. But I just had like the hardware that basically like was like a bungee cord kind of, in a sense, but it like hooked on to the top and the bottom with little teeth, and then it attached to a nail on the wall. So I want to go with that route. I'm not doing command strips, because when someone slams a door shut in this house, the whole house shakes, because it's new construction, and you know, that's just kind of how it goes. But I am going to be adding these over in the breakfast nook. So I might be changing where this frame is, but I want to start a plate wall over here and maybe onto the side as well. My husband was like, what if you put like a shelf right here? Like a corner shelf, which I think that actually could look really cool. I don't know. I don't want it to get like too cottagey. I don't know. We might. I think that would actually be a really great idea for like cookbooks. Because I feel like I don't have anywhere to put cookbooks. Because we don't have that much counter space in this house. Anyways, but I think I want to do like a plate wall, and I need them to be very secure because our toddler sits right where I'm at, our 3-year-old. This kid, when we eat, he's just all over the place. So yeah, I want to do something here, and then obviously collect more plates and maybe move this somewhere else, this picture that I made. I'm not sure. So yeah, when we get to that point, maybe I'll collect a few more plates before I start hanging them up, just so I can kind of have a better game plan. I really want to do more blue and white. These are fine for now, but I'd really like to focus on blue and white from here on out. But yeah, I don't know. You'll tell me. I don't know. We'll see. And you know, of course, I'll share that with you guys. So that is another project coming very soon. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna style for today is this beautiful scalloped hurricane that I got from the antique store on my trip this past weekend. I love this thing. It is beautiful. It says it was made in Romania, so that's cool. We're just gonna do it really simple. I think that this is a beautiful centerpiece, and I'd really wanna find a runner to keep on this table. I just haven't yet, so maybe that's something we'll be on the lookout for. But I want to start just like kind of keeping the table styled with just like a simple little centerpiece all the time. So I'm just gonna add this. And then I've just got a little pillar candle that I've had, oh my gosh, like literally for so long. It's got like just it's slowly burning away. I'm just gonna add this in the middle and light it, and y'all, it is so pretty. I think it's just the perfect little piece. I love the scallop detail of this thing, so let's just go ahead and do that. Alright y'all, thanks so much for hanging out with me today and styling a few pieces in my home. I know that there's a few things that I've shown in my hauls, but I haven't styled yet or decorated. I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna do with those, so they're just sitting off to the side at the moment. I'm very excited to keep adding more spring items as February comes to a close and we enter the month of March. I'm very excited to be warm again. I'm currently working on our back patio makeover and giving that area a facelift, so that video will be coming very soon. I just need the temperatures to come up so I can finish painting the floor. But I'm very excited to bring you guys some inspiration for outside spaces as well. We are going to be doing so much this year, and I'm so excited to have you guys along for the ride. But I have a question for you guys. I want to know, have you started decorating for spring yet, or are you still holding on to winter, or are you just kind of a clean slate for now? I'd love to know what you guys are doing, and if you haven't started decorating for spring, when do you start? Are you more of a mid-March person, or are you waiting till like Easter time to start decorating? I'm just curious. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye, y'all.